I'm in the boardroom today, and I know the wall is a little bit trippy, so take that into account. Most of this video is just going to be focusing on my head anyways. But today, we've got another great review of all of the currencies. Obviously, we're doing this every single day, just checking up on all the pairs, starting with the Australian Canadian dollar. Yesterday we had a great closing on this here. This is the second time we've been seeing some nice volume breakouts going down on the Australian Canadian dollar. Looking like it's probably going to continue. There's nothing saying that it's going to go up. I would need to see an indicator. Next, we've got the Australian Swiss franc. Similar, we've got that volume breakout a couple times here. It's just on a pullback at the moment, it seems. No indication of it going up. There is strength in the bulls starting to return, but I mean, overall, I do foresee this. Yeah, it could go back up again. There's a nice, if you do the whole trend line thing, right? You've got this going on. But I would need to see confirmation before I say that it's going long. Next, we've got the Australian yen. Trade opportunity occurred back on here. Oh, actually right here would be the better one. Right there. The crossing down, that is the second one that breaks out after this trend here. So this high, we have the one volume breakout right here, and then the second volume breakout occurring here. So that would have been a great entry. But it's been consolidating ever since. So on a daily chart, need confirmation to see anything else happen. Here we've got another big candle that finished off yesterday from the Australian New Zealand dollar. Yeah, no sign of it coming back anytime soon. So this is something that you could take advantage of, knowing that it's going to be a continued downtrend for a while. This bar here was the breakout after the crossing of the EMA, and we broke past this level. So, the next point of support is down at the 104.2 area, 104.2, 104.3, somewhere in there. Yeah. So yeah, you got some room there, especially if you're looking to trade maybe the 1 hour. It's a good setup. Australian USD, same idea. Obviously, everything that starts with an Australian dollar, that could be. But you know what? Before I go on, if you are trading currencies and it's more than one of them, where the currency is at the front or at the back, and if you're trading that one in the same direction, make sure that you're using good money management. You don't have to use good money management all the time, but it's sometimes easy to forget which way things are going. So yeah, definitely pay attention. Next, we've got the Canadian Swiss franc, still in a period of consolidation on the daily. We do have a volume breakout that finished off Tuesday. So Tuesday trading, we do have a volume breakout going up. Personally, if I was trading the daily chart, I would not be focused on this as an entry because we're still inside this range. And then we're on to the yen with the Canadian yen. Same idea, consolidation happening there. And same idea with the Swiss franc yen. So anything that's in there, I'm not touching it on a daily. I wouldn't touch it on that chart. I do zoom in a little bit. I think I've got some actually happening right now on the Canadian yen. Possibly, no, I don't at the moment. But I mean, this is a great, this one here, there's your entry right here, where it goes away from being a strong confirmation into a regular with the volume breakout strength. Like, that's just a beautiful setup, and nice, long, consistent, very little drawdown throughout the entire process, and over a period of just a few hours. Okay, next we've got Australian Euro Australian. breakout happened here on the daily, happened again here, and we're still technically in that trend. Just kind of slow at the moment. Looks like some consolidation occurring. Didn't really move at all Tuesday. Euro Canadian dollar, a little bit more movement here. And we finished the day off with volume breakout. So we are probably going to see this head down for a while because of that healthy volume breakout. Now, there was one here, but it ended up not going anywhere, and it's definitely gone past an ATR times 1.5 since then. So yeah, we've got some great downward momentum, but be careful of the news that's coming up. Euro Swiss franc in consolidation. So no trades happening there for the next little while. Again, daily chart. Could zoom in if you want. Euro pound. We've got this big breakout occurred here. This has been ongoing for a while. You know, I wouldn't be entering. This is now a FOMO trade if you're going in, and you'll want to watch for after the news probably is when you maybe look at this next as a daily opportunity. Euro, let's close that notification. Euro yen, that was a breakout there. Could be just a pullback in the market here, still inside the strong confirmation. So, you know, this does look like a nice entry, but at the same time, I would like to see a little bit more confirmation saying that we're going up. You know, this, I believe, is a point of resistance here. Yeah, it's pretty good resistance at this level, so be mindful of that. Euro New Zealand dollar on a continued downtrend, had another breakout of volume, so this is a great opportunity for a continuation. But if you, yeah, that's actually not bad. Just got to be careful because, you know, we've been at this trend here for a few bars. We could be seeing another pullback again on the daily chart. Euro USD, I never trade it, but it is well into a fairly significant downtrend. There was a little bit of pullback there on the 22nd, but it is, yeah, it's still on a downtrend. Now turned into a strong confirmation from Lux as well. Pound Australian dollar on the daily. Again, I'm not changing up the Lux settings. I'm just keeping them at the default, the 1226. This is a nice, healthy uptrend. It's got strong confirmation now. You know, whenever there's a strong confirmation from Lux, especially going up, in this particular one, the last few strongs have actually been fairly long. This one was a fake out, but that's that's a typical pattern, right? Whenever this occurs, consolidation, dips out, and then comes right back in the direction that in the opposite direction. Okay, pound Canadian dollar. Some pullback. That bar closed out, no volume, but against the cloud. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming days, especially with the news. Pound yen. Got the pound yen now on its continued uptrend. Yep, that's right. And even some new breakout of volume occurred, so it could be going for a while yet. At the same time, with this strength showing up in the bears and losing momentum with the DD index, and yeah, that volume is starting to drop, so we might see some reversals happening there soon. We'll see what happens when it crosses the EMA. Pound New Zealand dollar has got an area of consolidation right now on the daily chart, so probably not going to see much action here until we see a breakout. Pound USD. pound USD also in a consolidation, having been there for almost 10 days now, it looks like. Let's see. Yep, tomorrow will be 10 days. But we do have a nice healthy breakout of volume headed south on the pound USD. So yeah, that could be an entry, especially since it slowed its path up to the top here, where it's, I think it's at a new high, is it not? Yeah, this is a fairly significant high. Last time it was this high was when it was coming down. Last time it came up this high was 2018. Next, New Zealand Canadian dollar continuing its uptrend, but as you can see, we are still inside the sell confirmation from Lux. You know, the volume has really petered out over the last few days. Who knows why? New Zealand Swiss franc, we just broke out of our consolidation today, so thankfully we can start looking for another opportunity. Again, daily chart stuff, but if you zoomed in on the 75 here, we would have found that opportunity show up right in this area, I would imagine. Yep, there's the breakout. Strengthen the bulls, crossing above the line, beyond the sell entry. Yeah, that's just beautiful. And it would have continued on for all this time. Yep, amazing. Good stuff. New Zealand USD, trying to go through faster so you guys get this a lot faster. Yeah, we're still inside this consolidation. Not going to expect to see much different for the next little while, I don't think either. We need to see, well, there's been a volume breakout. We need to see a little bit more volatility. United States Canadian dollar also in consolidation. I thought for a second that, you know, we'd actually see this breakout. I don't think it did. No, actually it did. So it did, and we just need to see confirmation with volume. So this was the consolidation zone here for a while, and then it did break out, and then today is the day that you can start looking for entries. United States Swiss franc did its breakout there a couple days ago. That was on Sunday. Yeah, or yeah, that's right. That was Monday. So it did its breakout. Lots of volume headed upwards. Not that that necessarily means it's going to continue going upwards. You know, since the bottom, it's actually been 7 bars. So that's not an entry, but it is. It could very well continue. Make sure that you're watching for this indicator to show otherwise before you start looking to go short on any higher time frame, like the 4-hour time frame and stuff. All right, so we've got, you know what, this volume hasn't actually, it broke out today. You know, this is the next bar already, because I did my analysis a little bit late, but this is the next bar. You know, there is a ceiling here. All right, we've got kind of the same idea with the high price, highest it's been since 2019 April. So yeah, it's been a while in this trend though. We haven't had, this was a low here. Oh, excuse me. We're 4 bars into that. It could continue for a while, especially with the new breakout of volume. But this would be more of a continuation deal, because the start of this trend occurred back here where the cloud flipped. All right, that's it, guys. That's the pairs. I'm really liking it. I'm liking doing this. It helps to keep me aligned up with my trade strategy as well, and I'm able to make better choices. And every once in a while on this daily chart, I love taking a trade and just letting that thing burn for 2 weeks, 3 weeks sometimes. It's a lot of fun. So everybody have a good day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.